Hello, yes, it's me, Lizzie B, again. So I love Moana, as you can tell. And I love I Am Moana because it's a great song and it's supported by a great story. Let's talk about it. So this scene is what's known, as far as I know, as the lowest point in a story. I've heard it called like the abyss, the death of dreams, black moment, dark night of the soul, which all sound like bomb emo band names. But the point is that it's the point in the hero's journey in which the hero is hitting rock bottom or getting a reversal of fortune. And this leads to a realization of some sort. And I just think it's perfect in this movie. Period. That's it. End of discussion. I can't keep talking about it. Actually, I am.
You want to know what? No, I am.
It's perfect in everything that Frozen 2 wasn't. It did everything that Frozen 2 wanted to do. The reason I love it is because it handles both character and world masterfully. So, for the character. Moana, up until this point in the movie, has been established as someone who wants to sail, as well as lead her people, but she's torn between them two because her family's wishes have basically painted them as two separate things that cannot coexist. She's also someone who didn't just inherently know how to sail because she's the chosen one, but we had to watch her work at it tirelessly to figure it out and be good enough to save the day, which is what she wants to do. This makes the journey realistic because you actually see the process of learning a skill, as well as sympathetic because you yourself, as an audience member, have likely had to learn something new and struggled with it. So when Moana's grandmother tells her that she was too hard on her and she can go home right now, the grandmother is giving her the opportunity to give up, basically. And we don't know, as an audience, if this is reverse psychology, just trying to amp her up, but it still gives Moana the emotional respite that she needs right now to know that people will still love her if she fails. It also makes her decision to continue on alone and to beat up gaaaah all the more important because it was a choice. She had to think about it, and it wasn't an easy one. It was just the right one. Because Moana doesn't know that Maui is coming back to help her. She's basically willing to fight a god completely alone and potentially die just because she wants to protect her people. That makes this a moment of culmination, complete and utter. Moana has finally realized that her love of sailing and her love of her people can coexist because they were once one and the same. She sees the ancestors coming and singing this beautiful song about it. She is receiving their blessing to make them voyagers again. And she knows that she has learned enough on her journey to do that. It has also been established within the movie that Moana sees visions of her ancestors. So it's not out of nowhere that these glowy people are suddenly giving her a musical pep talk. Also, the fact that what they're singing is sort of a reprise of We Know the Way calls back to the first time Moana learned that they were wayfinders, and it acts as a theme song for them, basically. A kind of like a leitmotif, something that identifies them musically. So when Moana sings I Know the Way, she's not just saying that she finally has confidence in herself and is ready to return the heart of Te Fiti, but she's also saying that, well, you guys sailed and ensured that I have an island to live on now. You literally paved the way for me to know now. But you can hand over the reins to me now, and I can make sure that it stays safe, since you did the hard work of finding it. It's beautiful. I love it. On top of that, I know the way, the phrase could also be interpreted as a sort of promise. A promise to keep moving, keep growing. If you need to move to different islands, because Moana is going to resurrect the art of sailing, as well as grow as a person, because that's what she's done on this journey. She's grown, she's stretched. Also, another great thing, although not as big a deal, is that because this is a climax, the culmination of Moana's character arc, and pretty much the most important part of the movie, it actually gives this movie a reason to be titled after the main character, which I love. I hate arbitrary character name titles. Also, the moment at the beginning of the movie where Moana's grandmother says she wants to come back as a manta ray, it could have just been a one-off joke or one-off line to make her seem like the village crazy lady, but no! It was actually a setup for Moana to get to hear from the person she needs to the most right now, her grandmother as a manta ray. It's beautiful. So, with encouragement from her ancestors, who were wayfinders and sailors, as well as her traditional family, Moana is able to bridge the gap between her love of sailing and her love for people, and do the right thing for both of them. That is why I Am Moana is the perfect scene for me. It is simultaneously the biggest story about the fate of the world, while also being the smallest story about a single teenage girl. Tell me what you think about it in the comments or not. See you later. Thank you for watching.